In the tumultuous journey of life, amidst the tempests that threaten to engulf us, there exists a choice between succumbing to fear or placing our trust in the divine. As Christians, we are called to embrace faith over fear, to believe that even in the darkest of storms, God's guiding light will illuminate our path. The essence of this choice lies in the recognition of our own limitations and the acknowledgement of God's infinite power and wisdom. It requires a shift in perspective, a conscious decision to relinquish control and surrender to the will of a higher power. For it is in this surrender that we find true liberation from the shackles of fear and uncertainty. Fear often masquerades as rationality, whispering doubt into our ears and clouding our judgment. It preys on our insecurities, magnifying our weaknesses until they loom larger than life itself. Yet, as believers, we are reminded that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind, 2 Timothy 1 verse 7. It is this unwavering faith in God's promises that enables us to confront our fears head-on, knowing that we do not walk alone. In the face of adversity, trust becomes our greatest ally. It is the anchor that steadies us amidst the raging sea, the beacon that guides us through the darkest of nights. Trust is not blind optimism, rather, it is a steadfast confidence in God's faithfulness, an assurance that He who promised is faithful, Hebrews 10 verse 23. It is this trust that empowers us to persevere in the midst of trials, knowing that God is working all things together for our good, Romans 8 verse 28. But trust does not negate the existence of fear, rather, it transcends it. It is the courage to acknowledge our fears and yet, in spite of them, to place our confidence in God's unfailing love. It is the assurance that even when the winds howl and the waves crash against us, God is with us, guiding us with His steady hand. The journey of faith is not without its storms. In fact, it is often in the midst of these storms that our faith is tested and refined. Yet, even as we navigate the turbulent waters of life, we can take comfort in the knowledge that God is always by our side, leading us onward. For He is the God who calms the storm and stills the waves, Mark 4 verse 39, the one who promises to never leave us nor forsake us, Hebrews 13 verse 5. It is this unshakable trust in God's providence that enables us to face the unknown with confidence, knowing that we are held secure in His embrace. So let us choose trust over fear, knowing that God will guide us through the storm. Let us cast aside our doubts and insecurities, and instead, fix our eyes on the author and perfecter of our faith, Hebrews 12 verse 2. For in Him, we find the strength to weather any storm, and the assurance of a hope that will never disappoint. In life's tumultuous journey, amidst the swirling chaos that threatens to overwhelm us, a pivotal choice emerges, a choice between yielding to fear's grasp or entrusting our path to the divine. As followers of Christ, we are beckoned to embrace faith over fear, to cling to the belief that even amid the fiercest storms, God's steadfast guidance will illuminate our way forward. At the heart of this choice lies a profound shift in perspective, a deliberate decision to surrender control and place our trust in the Almighty. It necessitates recognizing our own limitations while affirming God's boundless power and wisdom. Through this surrender, true liberation is discovered, liberation from the chains of fear and doubt. Fear often presents itself as rationality, whispering doubt into our hearts and clouding our judgment. It preys upon our vulnerabilities, magnifying our weaknesses until they loom larger than life itself. Yet, as believers, we are reminded that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind, 2 Timothy 1 verse 7. It is this unwavering faith in God's promises that empowers us to confront our fears head-on, knowing that His presence accompanies us every step of the way. Amid adversity, trust emerges as our staunchest ally. It serves as the anchor that steadies us amidst the tumultuous sea, the guiding light that leads us through the darkest of nights. Trust is not blind optimism, rather, it is a steadfast assurance in God's faithfulness, a conviction that He who promised is faithful. Hebrews 10 verse 23. This trust emboldens us to persevere in the face of trials, confident that God is orchestrating all things for our ultimate good. Romans 8 verse 28. However, trust does not negate the reality of fear, rather, it transcends it. It is the courage to acknowledge our fears and yet, in defiance of them, to place our confidence in God's unwavering love. It is the assurance that even as the tempest rages and the waves crash around us, God remains steadfast, guiding us with His unwavering hand. The journey of faith is fraught with storms, yet it is amidst these tempests that our faith is refined and strengthened. Even as we navigate life's turbulent waters, we find solace in the knowledge that God is ever present, leading us onward. For He is the God who calms the storm and quiets the waves, Mark 4 verse 39, the one who pledges to never abandon us nor forsake us, Hebrews 13 verse 5. It is this unshakable trust in God's providence that emboldens us to confront the unknown with confidence, secure in the knowledge that we are cradled in His loving embrace. Therefore, let us choose trust over fear, knowing that God will shepherd us through the storm. Let us cast aside our doubts and uncertainties, fixing our gaze upon the author and perfecter of our faith, Hebrews 12 verse 2. In Him, we discover the resilience to weather any storm and the assurance of a hope that never disappoints.